go to college. My parents just paid for me.
Pretty much.
And told me that.
She's making her own way.
Well, she did it for a few of them just to have like,
Well, you
how do
also
I do
went to
this? How do I get into
that
this
scratch
industry?
thing they
How
need
do
to-
I Christ name?
If anybody wants toy guns, who has guns in this group would like to have
Hey.
a toy to play with?
Yes, please.
Alright, let's see
No,
what we
I
got
don't
here
know,
real quick.
No.
Who has automatics? You got
I
one.
have
You got a pistol?
I have a roller.
No, but like,
You like that?
Jade's really bad with
You have a little you don't have a gun, do you?
I have a sawed-off shotgun, but she holds all the guns like this.
I have a.
Here's pistols
Not
and
so
stuff.
sure about them.
You have a little, who has little tiny guns?
I have a 32 revolver.
I have a 30.
Aha!
Sorry.
One. There's two. Okay. If anyone has a little tiny holdout pistol. Yep. Little revolvers, little holdout pistols. If anybody has a gun like that. Try not to break them. Kyle likes to break my toys. Okay. We're playing Call of Cthulhu, 1920s. 1926, Come Forth the Shadows is the name of the scenario. We're going to start by having the three new people describe their characters a little bit. Actually, since Katelyn's brand new to role-playing, I will start over with Natasha this time, going the opposite direction. Natasha, what is the name of your character?
Irene M. Kennedy.
Irene M. Kennedy. Okay. What does she look like?
Well, as you see her, she kind of flouses about a bit flighty looking. Her short bob hair, red lipstick, looks a bit heavy makeup. Holding a cigarette every once in a while. Short
Color?
bob. She's dark brunette, about black, brown eyes.
Okay.
Flittering about, smoking every once in a while. Maybe with a cup of gin in her hand if you guys see her at the right certain place.
Okay. Does she smoke with one of the long cigarette holders, or does she just use a cigarette?
Just a cigarette. She doesn't care
Okay.
about that.
Just generally, not in any real great detail at this point, but tell us a little bit about her, or as much as you want to tell, actually.
She comes from a pretty wealthy family. She has the money to reflect that. She also spends money like that, frivolously with it. She likes the flapper culture and speakeasy culture. She decided that she wanted to get in on it, not just enjoy the culture, but get on it down and dirty and in the industry. So she has connections in it.
Okay. Sounds good. Hannah. What do we got?
My character's name is Evelyn Patterson. She's a 29-year-old forensic specialist who got her degree from Harvard. Okay.
Wait, what's her education?
Forensic.
No, what number is behind education?
Oh, 13.
13, so she's not finished school.
Either that or she made a lot of D's.
Okay, so she went to Harvard and she did poorly.
She did okay. She's not great.
Okay, what's she look like? Let's start with that.
She's medium average height, average build, pretty average looking in general.
Average looking. What color hair?
She has dark brown hair and she looks like she might have some African American ancestry. A little bit.
Okay.
A few generations previous.
I'm going to jump back. Is your family from, Natasha, is your family from Providence? Has she lived her whole life in Providence?
She's from New England area, but she was not born in Rhode Island.
She was not from, just generally somewhere in New England. Okay. Not
Sorry.
Pennsylvania? We're not going to go with the connection to your other character?
She was born around Pennsylvania, but closer
Okay.
into New York at the time of
Okay.
her birth.
How about Miss Evelyn? Is she from Providence?
No, she's from Massachusetts.
Okay,
That's
so
why Harvard was convenient for her.
Yep. Originally from Massachusetts. Anything else you want to tell us about her?
She took care of her mother on her deathbed when she was a little girl, and that's what sparked her interest in medicine decided.
Okay. And she works for the Providence Police Department.
Yes.
You probably had to kind of fight to get this job.
Yes.
You're working with nothing but men. Nothing but men that work there. A lot of them look down on you, think that what you're doing is ridiculous, and they have detectives for that.
Yes.
But you've been given a small laboratory there, or a small office/laboratory kind of thing, where you can do stuff. You also would know the county coroner. You're probably pretty close to the county coroner. How long have you been working at the police department? It's probably not been very long, but how long? So 6 months. Okay, so you've been there for about 6 months. PPD. Okay. Kaitlyn, different spelling. What is your character's name? Kaitlyn Hogan.
Oh my.
Yes.
Okay.
Some people. I'm gonna allow everybody, the three who have been playing already, to introduce their characters, so you guys will have kind of an idea what they look like and such. But we're gonna start with the new people.
All right. My name is Gwen.
Gwendolyn
Gwen for
Holten.
short.
Okay.
I'm a psychologist. I haven't thought about the schools or anything like that, or where she's from.
Okay. What's she look like? What do you want to look like?
Short black hair, blue eyes, kind of tall, not too tall though.
With a 15, she's pretty tall.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
15, she's probably about 6 foot tall. Maybe
All
taller.
right. Yeah, so she's really tall.
Okay.
That's
What's her appearance? Appearance 11, so she's cute.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about, or any background? Has she lived her whole life in Providence?
Maybe, I guess.
It's your choice. You can decide anything you want.
No, we're all here, so I don't
Not necessarily.
I was gonna say those were all the stuff because that's why she's a psychologist.
Okay, yeah, she can do that. We'll say she's from Providence.
Maybe
Just
she
curious
heard
if
about
she's
that
strange, so.
sketchy madhouse.
That crazy house, the asylum? She might have. She might work there. No, do you have a private practice or do you work in an asylum?
Asylum sounds fun. Let's do that.
Okay.
But,
How long? How long depends on which asylum.
She hasn't been out of college very long, so I'd say
Okay.
maybe a couple years.
Couple years? She's 26? Okay. Okay, a couple years. So she's actually working at Providence. I have another binder. Here it is. Probably the Butler Hospital.
Which was the one that we went to?
You guys were up at Home Sanitarium. That's just outside of town.
Okay.
Make me a luck check.
Okay.
Your luck is 50%. You're rolling percentiles. One is the tens and one is the ones, and they're marked. So
Zero.
you want under your luck, that is a success. Yes, you work at Butler Hospital. You are not stuck in Dexter Asylum, which is a terrible, awful, horrible place where people are sent to basically die or are crazy. So you can jot down Butler Hospital any place you want on your character sheet that you'll remember it. You can put it in your history here, or you could go. You can put it any place you want. We'll find it later. Okay, Kaitlyn Poole. Describe your character for the people who have not played before. What she look like, and whatever other information you would like to give.
She's a museum curator. She has brown hair and don't write it on her, and big glasses. She's kind of slim. She's like medium height, like 5 foot. No, 10 is, size 10 is.
Size 10.
Like 5'5", yeah.
Yep. Okay. There we go.
She's 5'5". She went to the local university. She became a museum patron and started working for the museum there. And she got mixed up in things, and now she.
Well, now she works for the Providence Historical Society.
Yeah, she's busier now.
Yes, the first woman to ever be curator for the Providence Historical Society.
Yeah.
She is very young. What's her age?
She's 20.
20. She's still going to college too, isn't she?
Yeah, she
Okay.
works part. Well, she's kind of taking a little leave because she's been busy with some things.
Okay. But yeah, okay. But you're supposed to get your degree as part of your job eventually. Kyle, who are you playing?
Okay. I'm playing Quincy Washington, who is an African American. He is 5'11", really built, very muscular.
It's like a brick wall.
Yeah, because his size is 11, but his strength is like 17. So, he was a butler / servant for the I don't remember
Mitchell family.
Mitchell family, yeah, the Mitchell family.
Arthur Mitchell family, yes.
Oh no.
Bum, bum, bum. Yes.
He's-
Oh yes.
He's originally from Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, I
but
didn't know.
moved a lot in the early stages of his life.
And right now, he is shaved. His head
Yeah.
is shaved, and he has no beard or mustache whatsoever.
No, he still has the beard. thought we said.
No, we
Oh, we
shaved
shaved it all?
everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
because you
shaved
want to
everything.
not be recognized.
True,
And that was
true.
the best way to do it at the time.
Alright.
So, yeah. Richard, who are you playing?
Detective John Sherman, born 1904 in Bethany, Connecticut. He has a high school degree. He's about 6'1", decently built. Black, greasy hair.
Oh, yeah, we had a picture of him.
Yeah,
I've got that on my computer. I need to print that out.
I've got it here. I'll pull it up.
You have it?
Yeah, I have it.
Pencil thin mustache.
Pencil thin mustache.
It is kind of in the style right now, so.
Where is it? Where is it? There it is. For everyone to see.
Yes.
His father died in World War I. His mother lives in Providence. He works for the West Providence Police Department.
No, just the Providence.
Just Providence?
Yeah.
It's all one
East
thing?
Providence is like a different thing, but Providence is just
West
Providence.
Providence. Okay. He lives in an apartment. Nothing too big, nothing too grand. Yeah.
You have a little house. Kaitlyn Hogan, did I ask you, where do you live? Do you have a house? Do you have a little apartment? What do you prefer? So you have a little apartment. Okay. Okay, now we can figure out how people know each other. Hannah, Evelyn knows Detective Sherman. You know him. It's the same precinct. You know pretty much everybody who's there. So you know him. He took a week off a couple months ago and came back and he seemed a little disturbed. Dilettante. You, Miss Kennedy, have become lately close friends with a gentleman named Pendergast.
Uh-oh. No.
Good, I'm glad I brought those because I totally forgot to drink.
Pendergast.
Yes, William H. Pendergast IV. Here he is. If you care to. He has recently come into the Pendergast fortune. It was basically handed over to him by his parents. They're not dead. They live in Ohio or something. But funny thing, he apparently likes slumming. He lives in a little apartment in the Medway. Is it Medway? He lives in a little apartment in. Let's see if I can figure out the neighborhood. In the Wayland neighborhood, which is near College Hill, but it's more middle-class people than anything else. He lives actually in a little apartment, which is weird. You've probably been there and visited him a couple times. He always has alcohol there. He's quite rich. His family fortune actually makes your family fortune is bigger than your family fortune. So you know him, and he lives in that apartment building. Let's see, Caitlin Hogan. I'm trying to hook you up with these people too.
We're bad.
Who wants to be the connection with Caitlin's character?
Quincy.
Not Quincy. Anybody but Quincy.
Nobody knows Quincy.
Okay, so you're that actually makes sense. You're the forensic surgeon. You know one of the psychologists over at Butler Hospital because you've had to deal with that before. She is very young. She's only about 26 years old, and she's also very rare in her profession, actually, for it to be a woman. That's probably why you two hit it off, because this is a woman working essentially as a police officer. She really has never actually arrested anybody. You've never been sent on anything to arrest people. You always go afterwards to check the crime scene, that kind of thing. And like I told you before, you have very little respect from the other officers who think that your position is a waste of money, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so so you're connected to Richard, you're also connected with her. The dilettante's only connected to the NPC at the moment. We'll have to figure out how to pull her in. We'll do it. Okay, so, new people, there might be a little bit of a downtime for you at the beginning of the game. I apologize for that, because I'm going to catch up with the people who have already been here. First off, Quincy Washington. Here's the write-up for your memories of that last night. On the bottom is a map of the Mitchell house and neighborhood, as you remember it, before the fire.
As I remember.
As you remember it. Your bedroom is marked on there, as is the terrible library. That's all on the first floor. And then I've also got the grounds up there, so you would be somewhat familiar with that. If you have any questions, let me know. And then that write-up is mostly the same. I added a couple things. For instance, Quincy pretty much was in charge of bringing Lily up. The parents didn't have enough time. There was another servant at the house named Mrs. Dent up until she died in 1925, and after that was when they hired Lin Chou, which was the Chinese maid who also died in the fire. Kaitlyn Poole. Sorry, you guys sitting next to each other doesn't help either. You said that you were actually doing some investigation on Quincy Washington, on things that you thought might relate. You found a couple things over the summer, or over the last couple months, while you were studying that terrible, horrible spell book as well. One of the things was a book written in 1602 by a Barnaby Stubb. Quote, with some little help from Everett Massingburg. Although you notice that the with some little help from Everett Massingburg is actually in a bigger type print than Barnaby Stubb. Here's the information if you would like it. You can read it out, or you can share it with the rest of the group at some point. You also find in the records at the Providence Historical Society some private letters from a Constable A. Calhoun that take place in 1778 about some terrible things that happened in the house, which seems to strike you. You can take a look over those. Richard, you were also doing trying to pull some information on the house. You could go back to East Providence. You can actually look over all the police reports. You're a cop. You were asked to join. Here's the police report information on the fire. And what happened on that terrible night. And Kaitlyn Poole, you can also make me a libraries check for one of the pieces of information to see if you find it over those next 2 months. So as people are looking over handouts, let's see.
I don't think that counts.
Is it cocked?
90.
90. So you didn't make it? Okay, that's all the information that you find at the Historical Society over the last 2 months. You can always go back and look for more stuff later if you so desire. As long as I'm giving out crap. Each of you has lived in Providence, the new players, for some time. Here's some background information for each one of you, if you so desire to read it. I'm just going to hand these out at random. About 6 months ago, there was a terrible fire in East Providence at a rich person's mansion. Apparently, a black man, a Negro, was responsible because he came out of the house, told the fireman that he did it, and then basically, he told the fireman he did it, and he was arrested, whereupon he kind of went silent. He was later put into Greenwood Sanitarium. And apparently he had a gang because they broke him out of the sanitarium. And but a few days later, the sanitarium was raided and found to also have some kind of criminal connections because it was being used to manufacture and distribute alcohol.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So just crazy stuff. Greenwood is just north of Providence, out of town. You probably were part of the investigation, Hannah. You probably didn't have much to do. It was pretty cut and dry. The sanitarium was raided with help by the Greenwood police up there, with help of one of the doctors who worked there. Most of the employees were arrested at the time and carted off to jail for basically bootlegging. And then not long after that, a little shanty town up near Greenwood was also raided, and those people were all mostly arrested, except for the few that got away. So, I've thrown a ton of information at you guys. Let's see, Richard lives in another place besides those people. Dilettante. Now I just have to get you guys together. This should be
Easy.
terribly complicated. Play is going to begin on May 25th, 1926, just FYI. It's a Tuesday. 25, 26. Alright, so what are y'all doing? No, I'm just kidding. Washington has been cooped up in Sherman's apartment, not going out very much because he doesn't want to get spotted. I will need one of the 3 regular players to figure out how we're going to start. I've given you guys a ton of information. I've given the new players a ton of information as well. But you guys could, if you guys have things that you want to do, we can start there. If you want to get the new players in, that would be great. Any ideas?
I was thinking we were probably waiting for him to like make things alright at work again because he's got to go back eventually.
Him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone back to work.
Yeah.
He only took that week off for the thing, for Lonely Point Lighthouse, and then he's been back to work. And he said he's been trying to he's been getting information from you. Hey, what?
I know this.
Yes, you do.
Oh, man.
But he said that'd be the next thing we went to, so I've just been waiting.
Okay, so
He's
you've just
ready.
been waiting. Kaitlyn, you have been noticing that Pendergast seems to be in a better mood lately. Your not roommate, but your neighbor. And you've noticed a woman has been visiting him semi-regularly, and they go out. Yes. Natasha, we're going to say you've been stepping out with Pendergast. It's not a romantic thing. It's more of just going out and drinking and dancing and palling around. You can turn it into a romantic thing if you want to try to do that. That's your call. He does not appear to be. He's not pushing for a romance, but he is obviously needs someone who can afford to go to the places that he goes, because he probably doesn't. He's probably not around many people where he lives that can do that.
If he's not interested, he's not interested. I'll just
Yeah,
take
I
him
mean,
out town.
yeah, okay, yeah. You two have a good time together, and on it's the afternoon of Tuesday. You've had a lunch with him that afternoon. He's like, oh god, I got this guy's accent now.
Oh no.
Yes, yeah.
No.
There it is. Did you know? Did you know there's some people in my apartment building who like believe in the occult? He's a little drunk. He's been doing a lot of drinking on this Tuesday. He's had a really bad week already.
The occult doesn't
Yes.
exist.
Well, I know that. Yes, it doesn't exist. Yes, of course. I know that. I never have seen anything strange myself. I've never seen a crazy grandfather trying to take over my body. You know, those kind of things never happened to me.
Was this something you're ranting about? A crazy grandpa?
But now with yes, sure, yes. But it's very interesting. You should meet Miss Hagger. She's an interesting character. Yes. You can make me a psychology check if you will. You two are having lunch at the next table.
That's
You two.
cool.
Yes. Let's drag people kicking and screaming into a huge group.
I have a gun. Did you?
It's probably in your purse.
That was
Yeah.
a fail. 90.
You have a feel? Okay, yeah. Seems legit, or however you want to interpret it.
Sir, are you able to hear this conversation?
Yeah. Pendergast, you've heard the whole thing from Pendergast. He's loud.
Okay.
And he's been drinking a lot of water, which was brought special for him from the back, with no ice from rocks glasses. And your character could be drinking if you want.
She's
It's up
just
to you.
different.
Okay, so she's just having Pepsi Cola or whatever. Real water. Okay.
Real water.
So yeah, you two can hear this conversation from the next table.
Darling, that seems pretty legit. Maybe I should meet her.
Oh yes, let's go meet her. She's so so.
Is she a lounge lizard or is she more like these things?
Oh, she works.
Just so.
I think she works at the historical society. Yeah.
So, pretty good then. I'd like to meet her.
Oh yes, let's go. He
I don't
stumbles
know
to
what
his
to
feet.
say.
Sorry.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, you don't
I
want to
feel
say
like we should
anything.
engage, but I don't know how.
I'm throwing that out there so that there is a connection. You two will recognize these people later if you connect them. You go outside. He drove. He's got a caddy. I think. Look at his Cadillac.
Yeah.
We'll retro it in later if he doesn't. But he has a really nice car. And he drives you down to the Wayland neighborhood, which isn't too far, and goes up to one of the doors. I'm gonna have to write down who lives where. First floor, front left. Tap, 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 tap. Are you home? Do you want to be home on a Tuesday? Okay.
Hello.
Miss Hager, hello! It's Pendergast from upstairs.
It's you.
Yes. He puts his foot kind of like up against the door. so you don't close it on him again.
I'm coming in.
It's not in the doorway. It's just kind of like he takes one step to kind of like.
Yes,
You know he's pushy, but he's a nice guy.
What can I help you with?
Yes, I wanted to meet my friend here.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Because I've seen her around. Yes.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Irene. How are you?
And
Good.
was Lily Mitchell like, was she like pretty cool?
And you're Miss.
She's pretty
Miss
young.
Hagger.
She's
This is yes, Miss Hagger. Yes.
1919, so she's like 5'6".
Seven,
7'9".
I think.
Probably six.
Oh yes, that's true.
I don't know, maybe we could get something.
So how was it that you came to know Mr. Pendergrass?
We met at a social one night.
This was a social event. It was that museum thing. That yeah.
Perfect.
I don't remember exactly actually. It was just a couple of weeks ago or something.
Quite a long time ago.
Yes, she has an interest in the occult.
She does.
He's not like you can smell. He's got
Yeah.
gin on his brow
Ah,
because he
well.
leaned in to whisper that. You hear that? It's really loud. Pendergast
I
a lot.
just kind of shrug. She kind of looks a bit like
Is that true?
around. Passing interest, maybe. I mean, why not? Think about it, or look at it.
Well, do you believe in things that are odd and uncommon in this world?
I have seen my share of odd, but I don't know if it'd be your kind of odd, but I'm open.
Right. Well, I have some work I need to get to.
Pushing on the
Close the
door. Oh, good to see you. He lets you close the door. He pulls his foot back when you start.
He's like, this girl doesn't want to be pulled into this stuff. Like,
Yeah, it's a shame you're helping Quincy Washington. Yeah, you guys have whatever information you want on Quincy Washington case. You would know more about it.
I kind of
But
shrug
there's
and
already-
like, come Pendergast, let's go to the club. Kind of drag him off.
But it's only lunchtime when this happens.
No,
So-
we're going.
Hagrid's,
Okay,
like,
you drag him
super
off.
judgmental, and he's like,
Yeah, that's
Pendergast
okay.
dragging his flapper around, like, God
She's
damn, I don't
she's
wanna
dressed
deal with
very
it right
nicely.
now.
Yeah, that's fine. Fair enough. I'll get you guys together somehow. Okay, so you go off with Pendergast to hang out at the speakeasy. He's taking Tuesday off. He's burnt out already this week. Richard,
Yes.
let's let you. You were supposed to meet the forensic surgeon for lunch. You're running late because you were over in East Providence.
For
You have a
lunch?
car, don't you?
Yeah, I have a
Yes, on Tuesday. You got this. You're like, oh no, and so you've been driving crazy across town to get to this lunch
Why is he having a crazy scientist?
because she invited him to lunch. She's trying to make friends in the precinct. Nobody likes her. Your guy's respected and liked. You know what? You were starting to make friends with this guy named Anthony Bridges, and then freaking just vanished. Off the face of the earth, okay? He was like really nice to you. He was all like, he's just a friendly guy. He was married, had a kid. He was really friendly, and then he just vanished. And there was a man.
He had a kid?
He had a kid. Yeah, that's right. I have another article from you guys.
What's your character's name again?
Crap.
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
I didn't know
That
he
was
had a kid.
Or
Or wife,
Keith Brown.
actually.
I don't know if you actually met. I don't know if you actually ever played in the same games that you played in.
I'm that James.
But I don't know if she played in any games that met him. He was the cop that got blown away that night.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, him.
Oh yeah.
Right.
him.
Isn't Permadeath fun?
The one that, like, super screwed Jade up. She was like, she, like, saw the whole thing. Oh, man.
I don't know what I did with that magazine
And you're
article.
just like, you don't want to be in this.
Ah, well,
Yeah,
I will
she's
use
like,
this one.
okay,
It's
let's
not
go to
actually
the-
set up. Oh, there it is.
She's like, but are you, like, really,
I almost
really
forgot, guys.
interested
In
ready to
April-
die and just,
You might have noticed this article, and I'll read it and pass it around. Policeman's child missing. The daughter of Providence policeman who disappeared in December has been reported kidnapped. So, Bridges disappeared in December. Rose Bridges, 10 of Providence, was reported missing by her mother Thursday evening. I just went to her room to check on her, and she was gone, Jennifer Bridges said. Mrs. Bridges said the house was locked and her daughter was in bed by 8 o'clock. When she went to the room to check on the girl before she retired at 10 p.m., she found her bed empty. She immediately telephoned the police. According to police, the house was locked up tight. There was no sign of forced entry, nor was Mrs. Bridges alerted by the family dog, a trained German Shepherd the family had owned since last year. There was no ransom note, nor any note left by the girl indicating she might have run away, but Mrs. Bridges says some of her child's clothing was missing. Jennifer Bridges is the wife of Anthony Bridges, who disappeared seemingly without a trace in December 1925. A lengthy search for the police officer has revealed no trace of his whereabouts. So this happened in April of 26. Just FYI. You probably read that too, because you live in Providence. And you guys knew Anthony Bridges and knew why he disappeared, and the fact that his daughter's now vanished is kind of strange and scary as well. But so that's more information.
So Evelyn, what's your last name?
Evelyn
Patterson.
Patterson,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Patterson.
So you're trying to make friends in the department. That's how we're going to connect you. And you already know Evelyn. We're having lunch with her, and she had also invited her policeman friend, her police detective friend, who's late, and comes into the restaurant. How? Describe how you come into the restaurant. How about Richard?
His eyes, they're just bagged because he's just been up late every night. If he's not working, he's doing his own work, you know.
Okay.
Of course, you guys have no idea what that's about. You just know that you just think he's thrust into his job, I guess. That's the way it looks from the outside.
Okay. When you walk in, how do you walk into the restaurant?
He rushes and
Okay.
he's like, I'm so sorry I'm late. Traffic was